Mike Yaconelli told a story of a teenage girl who comes into a youth group. When she came from a rough background, her father had taken off when she was younger, probably had several stepdads through the years cycling through, and now she's in high school at this point. She smokes, and some of the guys in the youth group are getting to know her, and her language is rubbing off on some of the girls, and the parents want to protect their kids from being influenced by her. The thing is, she had become a Christian. She came into the group. She's not a believer, and she becomes a Christian at some point. And it's just, how many of you experienced this in your life, that you become a Christian and you begin to change on the inside, right? But it takes a while for that inside change to work its way out. And as that inside change is slowly beginning to work its way out, a few weeks into the process, the deacons had a meeting with the youth pastor, and basically he was told that she's not allowed to come back. And Mike Yaconelli says he doesn't know what happened to that girl. But he says, I can tell you this, the legalism of those kids' parents was more dangerous to the faith of those kids than that girl's dress or language or habits ever could have been. Legalism always ridicules grace, and they refuse to let go of the slave woman of the law. And if you refuse to let go of the slave woman of the law, it will smother out the good work that God wants to do in you through His grace. It will crush the gospel underneath the weight of its endless demands, and it will leave you in one of two places. You will either be so filled with despair at your failure that you give up and you miss the work that God wants to do in your life, or worse yet, you'll succeed. And you'll be so filled with pride that you won't even recognize Jesus when He returns, because He doesn't look anything like the laws you've been trying to keep. Jesus is going to come back. And you're going to smile. And you're going to brace yourself for the glorious moment that you've been working your whole life for. And Jesus is going to say, no, that wasn't me. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. I know you've been working your whole life to get there. That's not how it works. Depart from me, you workers of iniquity, because I never knew you.